Guys, what is happening? So Triumph has recently unveiled the Tiger 800. I am extremely excited about this motorcycle. It's kind of weird for me to be excited about a sport touring bike. I've really never been into that class of motorcycle. Well, I wasn't. That is until I first rode the 660 Sport Tiger not that long ago. I did a review on this bike and it really did change my perception of the class of sport touring motorcycles. It was flickable, sporty, it was fun to ride. I never expected it out of a motorcycle that basically looks like a sport bike with a lift kit. But then I was able to progress my way through the Tiger lineup, with 850 and the 900 being the next bikes that I rode. And as I did work my way through the class, I found myself even more in love with it. So when Triumph unveiled the 800 Tiger Sport, I was absolutely beside myself. Because this bike, which is basically built on the 660 Sport platform, just offers up everything that machine did and then some, with a lot more power and features to go along with it. It's got the styling, that still sport bike on steroids look. Well, let's talk about this thing a little bit, and I want to compare it to its biggest competitor, the Tracer 9 from Yamaha. So let's get into it. That Tracer 9 has an 890cc triple. It's making 117 horsepower and 68 pound-feet of torque. The Tiger 800, well, it's got an 800cc triple, and it's checking in at 113 horsepower and 64 pound-feet of torque. Basically, practically indistinguishable when it comes to power for both engines. The Triumph makes more power per cc through it's got a higher compression ratio of 13:1, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, I'm sure, but that gives you an idea for the state of tune of this bike. It's going to be punchy, revvy. It's going to be an exciting engine to ride, even more so than the famed CP3. Now, what about weight? Well, the Tracer 9 checks in at 492 pounds completely wet. That means all fluids included. The Tiger 800, 471. It's a full 20 pounds lighter. So it's making roughly the same power. It's a little bit lighter. What's not to love at this point? It's got a much better looking appearance. And as far as whatever electronics doodads that it has, listen, it's a Triumph. It's going to come to the party with whatever the latest technology can bring. I'm sure it'll have a quick shifter, if not standard, at least as an option. Now, there hasn't been any talk about price yet, but the Tracer 9 checks in at $16,500. Now, that is a pretty good price for the bike. You get a lot for your money with the Tracer 9, but since we don't have a price on the Tiger 800, we can look at the Tiger 900. And that's an engine, it's 900 cc's. It makes a little bit less power than the Tracer 9. And than the Tiger 900, or rather the Tiger 800, sorry, but the Tiger 900 checks in at $16,800. Now guys, I'm sure that the Tiger 800 is going to fall somewhere, I would say, around that 16.5 number, but it's going to offer up more power per weight than the Tiger 900, and this is where I really get excited. See, as much as I liked the Tiger 660, when I rode the 850, I really did switch gears with this sport touring class. But then I got the opportunity to ride the 900. And I'm going to talk about the 900 now specifically as it may compare with that Tiger 800, because with a little bit less power and quite a bit more weight, around 492 pounds, just like the Tracer 9, that bike was still incredibly sporty to ride. Kind of like to power wheelie a little bit in second gear, if I'm being totally honest, and would cruise down the highway at, well, advanced highway speeds with absolutely no issue whatsoever. Tiger 800, sportier, better handling, better power to weight at about the same price. It's going to be a tough play, but I got to tell you, I got to hand it to the Tiger 800. And if I were to be buying a new bike, And I was looking in that sport touring class, it would be extremely difficult to pass up something as fun and as sporty as this Tiger 800 is promising to be. And for a lot of folks, this is the ultimate expression of motorcycle. It fits just that sweet spot of between 110 and 120 horsepower. It's got all the functionality, all the utility that you could ask for in a conveyance. I think Triumph's got themselves a winner here, but post up your comments. Let me know what you think about this thing. Can't wait to get it on a test ride, and we'll see you soon.